Lord of Christ. Pwede ba natin siya?
Okay, this is just a short testimony, but I usually share about how I got to know the Lord. Pero this time, I'm very excited because it's the first time that I will be publicly sharing about how God has worked on both our hearts, no? About the love of money. Love of God, no? Or love of money yung meron ako. Well, it was like this, no? I first entered church when, that was like 7 years ago, 2006. And ever since then, talagang I've been declaring that God is the Lord of my life. Jesus is the Lord of my life. And you know, that is, a lot of people have seen naman in many areas of my life na talagang He really is the Lord of my life. And then after a few years, which was 3 years ago, I got married to Joe. And because I've been not only prioritizing, but God is really the Lord, meaning to say, wala talagang, di ba pag Lord Master mo, walang ibang nakakabit sa heart mo nun. So isa na sa mga natamaan nun is my career. And because I got married to Joe, it was our decision to put our marriage, because God is for marriage, to put that before anything else. All the others after God, it's the marriage, it's my husband. And you know, of course, that really affected my career. But that was fine because I just knew that this is the will of God for me. And so financially, affected yon kasi kung isipin mo naman, no, artista, tapos pastor. So, nakaban ako dati. Tapos, nag-Tamaraw FX kami. For the longest time po, ang aming coach ay Tamaraw FX. Mabuti na lang napalitan na yun ngayon. Naglalakay yung mga tao pag nasa loob ako ng Tamaraw. Mapapatingin sila, sila kayo? Hindi, nakatamaraw. Sabi ko, hindi ko yun, buti nga, hindi talagang toong tamaraw yung sinakyan ko, no? So, for the longest time,
Style ko lang yun, para hindi ka magulo.
para hindi ako pagkaguluhan. Hindi talaga sila makapaniwala, artista yun. So, but anyway, there was so much grace for that season, and you know, I really didn't feel wala na akong poverty mentality. Pero, you know, I really thought that I was okay in that area. Until it was just this year na last year pala, sorry, 2013 na pala tayo ngayon. Okay, tumatanda na. Okay, last year yon when I got a call, okay, for the longest time, ganyan yung, we've decided to just really live on His income alone. And so, we would, you know, ang food namin, ganyan, ang tawag na namin, the egg diet. Kasi yun lang ang kasya sa budget namin. Itlog. Pero iba-ibang luto naman. Scrambled, sign up, ganyan. So kung ano man, masarap ang itlog namin, ganyan. Pero yun lang kasi, para makapagtipid, di ba? Alam naman natin.
Yeah, and saka vegetarian din kasi si Rika. So pwede ka na ako sayang lang.
Oo, so yung anak na lang yung manok. So itlog lang, the itlog diet. So that was our decision to live on His money alone. And then, one day, I just really got this impression. I got the desire to really fix our house, our unit. And it was also for the kingdom of God, because I just really wanted to invite people over, to impart, to make disciples, to just really build relationships with many other people in church or even outside of church. And so I really said na, wow, okay, because this is from God, I know that He's going to provide. Kasi medyo, syempre, no, hindi ko naman sila pwedeng paupuin na hindi maayos yung sala namin, di ba? Alam nga namang maupo kami sa lapag, ganon. So, I was really praying and I was in faith, full faith that God will build our home, our house. So yun yung faith ko. So one day, I got a call from my mom telling me na, naalala mo ba yung isang investment mo a few years ago? And then I said, yeah, oo nga, no, nakalimutan ko na pala yun. And she said, your dad is asking me to pull it out kasi baka daw bumagsak na yung company. And it was a big chunk of money because hindi ko na nga naalala na nag-invest pala ako doon. So parang ako, naisip ko, yung unang thought ko, ay hindi pala yun yung unang thought ko, yung unang narinig ko sa isip ko was, give it to the church building. There's a church building going on. I don't know if you're aware about it at the Fort right now. And wala pa akong, nabigay na ba tayo by this time? Hindi ba tayo nabibigay? But it was in our hearts naman to give. But you know, during the time when I heard that voice in my head saying, give it to the church building, naisip ko rin, oh my gosh, may bahay namin. Pwede rin itong gamitin. That was really going to help us a lot in building our own house. And I was really, to be honest, no, and I'm admitting it right now, that to all of you, that it's a struggle for me for quite some time. Because I knew that it could build our house. And I was saying, "Pa, Lord, para sa'yo rin naman yung paggawa namin ng bahay namin eh. So parang, bakit ba hindi pwedeng doon na lang pumunta yung pera?" And then I was just really, really struggling hanggang nasabi na sa akin ni Lord, in faith ka nga, wala kang pera. Ngayon may pera ka, mas lalo ka pa nawala ng faith. So medyo nakakay ko. Oo nga. So one time, still struggling, I was driving. Again, I got another whisper in my head, and it said that, excel in the grace of giving. And I was really shocked that you used that verse, but this is the verse actually that I got. But just as you excel in everything, in faith, speech, knowledge, and complete understanding, also excel in this grace of giving. I realized that time that, you know, I mean, I've been excelling in a lot of things. Like faith, yung parang, oh sige, faith, halika, more than ano ba kasi ang excellence, di ba? It's more than average. Di ba when we get marks in school, satisfactory, or bagsak, or very satisfactory, or excellent, di ba? Pag excellent, that's more than average. And I realized that even though I would give tithes, I would give here and there, tulong tayo sa real life, I really wasn't excelling. I wasn't giving more than the normal. And this was my opportunity to really give because I knew it was gonna hurt me. And so I decided in my heart, we'll give it. And I talked to my husband, we both gave the money. And we just had so much peace during that time. I wasn't really even expecting anything. And you know, a few months after that, I just realized that a few months lang after that, two big things came. Parang nagkaroon ako ng tawag namin bracket, ganyan. And I was able to earn from those. And when I computed it, nabawi ko na yung binigay ko sa church building. Hindi lang nabawi, plus 10,000 pa. May plus 10,000 ko, oh, pwede tayo mag-shopping! 10,000, may extra, ganyan. So, parang doon ko lang talaga naramdaman na parang, wow, really God will provide. So, what I want to leave with you guys today lang, no, isn't so much that when you give, mababawi mo. You know what I'm really grateful for is that God really reordered, realigned, recaptured my heart, my eyes, and my mind. My heart now, parang dun ko lang naramdaman na, oh nga no, it's so easy for me to forget that He has delivered me from so many things before. What makes me say that He can't do that now? And so now I'm in more than ever full faith that God will provide for each and every area of my house. The money that I got from the other things na yung pumasok na pera sa amin was able to make the first phase of our own unit right now. And I can already host people. Talagang enjoy na sila sa pa-aircon namin. Ganyan lang din mo, mainit sa Pilipinas. So, konting aircon lang. They really enjoy having fellowship in our house. And I really believe that all the other stages of our life, God will provide. And I believe that not only that, He did the best thing for me. He made me more selfless. Kasi di ba ganun yun? When we love money instead of loving God, the tendency is, bakit ba natin love yung money? To satisfy ourselves. And we all know that when we only have that goal in mind to satisfy ourselves, we end up doing the wrong things. Kasi masyadong yung nakikita lang natin di ba? But when we love God, His will is good, pleasing, and perfect. We can trust that He will bring us to victory. Not only success, but victory. So yun lang. Thank you.